I think Brisbane have got a really talented young list, and their best football is ahead of them. I think they really need a coach who can develop that talent. That's the thing I enjoy most in life, is actually seeing young people improve and achieve things. It's come around pretty quickly. It doesn't seem that long ago that I was doing my 100th. But here we are halfway through my 7th year. I think it'd be fair to say when I first turned up, we were in survival mode to some degree. There wasn't a lot of belief around the place. Winning felt like it was a miracle.
And how good is that? How sweet the taste of victory for Chris Fagan.
And we didn't get many of those. We had 5 in my first year and 5 in my second year. Even though we improved a lot in that second year, we lost a lot of games by not much. But there wasn't a lot of confidence in the place, and we had to try and get everyone to believe. So we just found little ways to measure improvement, which did help the players and the staff believe in themselves. And we recruited some great people to the team and also off the field. That's made a huge difference, and ever so gradually the confidence has grown, and we now have a really strong belief in ourselves.
You better start believing in Brisbane. So look at these celebrations for Fagan and his troops.
What are favourite memories or moments?
Yeah, 2 come to mind. One was our first finals win against Richmond at the Gabba. What a night that was.
McCluggage kicks him into a prelim.
Yeah, in our 3rd year to beat the Tigers at the Gabba was a really memorable night. We had a lot of young guys playing. They were so excited afterwards. It almost felt like he'd won the premiership, but we hadn't. But it was our one little step along the way for us, and I couldn't stop smiling that night. It took me a while to settle down, and then probably the second big moment was winning that final at the MCG last year, when we hadn't won at the MCG for 10 years. Nobody gave us a chance.
And your team are through to a prelim final. There it is.
The boys put on a wonderful display, which again I think is another little step in the right direction. We still have a fair bit to go, but the belief is growing, and those 2 games are certainly pivotal in our growth. What have I learned about myself? Probably more resilient than I thought I would be. I mean, it was pretty hard early days when we weren't winning many games to hang in there, but funnily enough, I just found that focusing in on trying to get better and grow every day, you didn't really think about the results so much. You were so caught up in doing what you're doing. And I think that's a good lesson in anything you do. Don't think about results. Just think about the process, what you have to do every day to get better, and then one day you'll wake up and you'll be better. Where we were and where we've got to is probably the thing I'm most proudest of, and I don't think for one moment that's me that's done all that. It's a group of people and a group of players all heading in the one direction. But it just goes to show what you can achieve when you get that sort of environment, because that felt impossible 6 or 7 years ago when we first started. I remember scratching my head thinking, gee, how are we gonna climb up the ladder? But here we are. 6.5 years later, we've already played in 4 final series, and we're currently looking like we might get there again. So, yeah, just to be a part of that, that's been the biggest thing for me.